In this video, we are going to see in detail about cell. Before moving on to the topic, a short introduction about biology. It is a study of life and living beings. It has two branches, one is botany and another one is zoology. Now, cell. The term cell is coined by Robert Hooke in 1665. It is the basic structural and functional unit of the body. As we all know, each and every living organism is made up of cells. A human body consists of approximately trillions of cells. Do all the cells are in similar shape and size? No. There are different group of cells performing variety of functions. The cell shape differs according to the functions they perform. A group of similar cells performing a common functions is known as tissue. When a group of tissue with well-defined boundaries performing multiple functions is known as an organ. So, an organ system is an organization of many organs like spinal cord, nerves, synapses performing a function is known as organ system. Human body thus includes two or more organ system and its communication. The next subtopic is cell theory. It was proposed by Sladen and Schwann in 1833. It states the major points of cell theory are: all the organisms are made up of cell. Each new cells are formed by the division of pre-existing cells. Cell contains genetic material which is passed on from parents to daughter cells. All the metabolic and chemical reactions are taken place in the cells. The structure and functions of cell is controlled by DNA. These are the major points of cell theory. There is also an exception for cell theory, that is virus, virions and prions. They are the exceptions on cell theory. Why? Because they lack protoplasm, which is the essential part of the cell. Next we move on to structure of cell. Here we have both plant cell and animal cell. The first subtopic is cell wall. It is present only in plant cell, which is absent in animal cell. So many of us having the question that why cell wall is present only in plant cell? Yes, as we all know, plant cannot move around and it is stable in one place. For that reason, it has to resist the hard wind, the sun rays and so many natural calamities. So by nature, the cell wall is present only in plant cells in order to give extra protection to the plant cells. The next subtopic is plasma membrane, which is jelly in nature. In the diagram of animal cell, we can see the plasma membrane, which is the outermost covering of animal cell. It completely surrounds the plasma of the cell. It is also called cytoplasm. So the plasm which is present in cell is known as cytoplasm, and the plasma which is present inside the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm. In between this, protoplasm is a term which is used for the plasma which is found in the very first formed living organism, that is single-celled organelle bacteria. So wherever the term proto comes, which means friend or the first, and wherever the term cyto comes, which means cell. The next subtopic is structure of plasma membrane. It was proposed by Singer and Nicholas. Plasma membrane is made up of lipids, which is nothing but fats, cholesterol, carbohydrates, which is nothing but sugar, or polysaccharides. We have three forms of saccharides: monosaccharides, disaccharides and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides are single sugar, for example glucose. Disaccharides are two sugar, for example maltose, sucrose, lactose and galactose. And polysugar, which is nothing but multi-sugar, example cellulose. And proteins. So the plasma membrane is made up of lipids, carbohydrates and proteins. Carbohydrates with sugar can be seen in the diagram of structure of plasma membrane. So this structure is commonly known as fluid mosaic model, which is nothing but everything put together. The lipids, carbohydrates and proteins which are put together in a jelly like surface is known as fluid mosaic model. Moving on to the next subtopic, function of plasma membrane. It gives protection to the plasma from infections, burns, and mechanical injuries. The main function of plasma membrane is allowing the good for cells and ignoring the bad substances for cells. So it is termed as selective permeability. The entry of substances through plasma membrane takes place in three ways. One is simple diffusion, and another one is osmosis, and the last one is by using ATP channels, which is adenosine triphosphate channel. Simple diffusion is nothing but the movement of substances from higher concentration to lower concentration. We can state an example of oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are breathing in and breathing out, is taken through diffusion. So here the concentration of oxygen is very high outside when compared to our lungs. So the oxygen from higher concentration, it moves into the lungs of lower concentration. That's how the simple diffusion takes place. Next, osmosis. It is the movement of substances from area of lower concentration to the area of higher concentration through a membrane. We have already read in a potato experiment where the solution with lower concentration moves to the area of solution with higher concentration through a membrane. Selective permeability allows the substances to move from lower concentration to the area of higher concentration. Next, the ATP channel, which is the adenosine triphosphate channel, which uses energy to make the substances move. It is also called as an active channel. Why? Because it uses energy to engulf the substances to move on to the other side. It absorbs and pushes it to the other side of the substances if it feels that substance is good for the cell. Thanks for watching. In next video, we can see the classification of cell and the nucleus.